Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Sarcastic Barman, and welcome to the channel. And look, I've got a new hat. Someone left it in the pub about 2 weeks ago, so I washed it and stole it. Because why the devil not? Hats are fucking awesome. And my hair sticks out quite nicely from the edges, and it saves me getting a haircut. Yay! Right, this week's video is a little different from what I originally had planned. Number one, because I've been drinking. I'll fill that one up in a moment. And number two, because I saw something on the Twitter that made me go, really? That's fucking stupid! So I decided it was worth having a look for and making you suffer with it all. We do have one problem though. It's not a video. It's just a post. Which the shitty thing is, it means you've got to listen to me for even longer, and I've got to come up with some more ridiculous and stupid ways of making the video interesting. So we'll start the super chats now. If you want me to keep my pants on, I just had to check I had pants on, then you better start donating now, otherwise they're coming off and I'm going to put them on my head. It's going to get really awkward later when no one super chats because they won't see me with my pants on my head. God damn it, I didn't think this through. Now the posting question comes from Ted Theodore Logan. And let's not get confused, this isn't the Ted Theodore Logan we all like and admire from the 90s, or even the shitty, re-thingy Ted Theodore Logan as an old, single, fucking useless bloke from the 2000s. This is Flat Earth Ted Theodore Logan, and it's, wow, it's so wrong. There's also the parody account to go with his other half on there as well. And no. Did I mention no? Because the stupidity in it, as you probably, hang up this side, as you probably read, is fucking stupid. But, I thought, let's go through some of those things on that list and see if we can convert someone. I mean, we're not hopeful because we know what flat earthers are like, and the general thing is going to be, no, that's not what anyway. Nah, never seen me eat this quail. You eat with your nose, don't you? Okay. So, let's start looking at satellites in space first, shall we? Now you want photo evidence of satellites in space. This isn't actually as easy as it sounds for the number one thing that satellites aren't actually very big. And they move very, very quickly. So that makes things very awkward for taking time-lapse photography of these objects. Now we do have the standard, here's a photo of the ISS. Well, a time-lapse photo of the ISS with Discovery chasing it. Ta-da! It's actually going to be the other side, but you know. Here's a photo of the ISS transiting the moon. Ta-da! That's right in front of my face. Oh, that's a shame. Always said I had a face for radio. Never mind. And here's also another time-lapse of the ISS just passing in the sky, and yes, it looks like a streak of light. Now, the thing is though, if we can agree the ISS is in space, technically that would fill your criteria. But I'm guessing it wouldn't. Because, well, one, we know your criteria is never going to get filled, and two, you don't know how to spell criteria. So I thought we'd have a look through, and I found this photo of Phobos Grunt, which is a failed Roscoe, Vodka Co. It's a failed Vodka Co. space mission. Yeah, it's 273 kilometres away, which is a decent distance, and you can't argue that is in space. Unfortunately, we're taking a picture of an object that... this is where it gets awkward. I've struggled to find exact distances, exact sizes for. I have done a shout out on Twitter, so before I finish this video, there may be a correction giving the sizes. We've estimated it's around 15 to 20 feet is the picture you're looking at a distance of 273 kilometers taken from Earth by an amateur photographer. Astrophotography. Yeah, one of those words, you'll be fine. So, does that count? And yes, it is blurry, but it was predicted to be in the area it was, and it's not very big. If it was a 15-foot weather balloon at only 10 miles, the picture would have been fucking crisp and perfect. Brilliant. The problem is because of the distances involved. Now, people do track satellites. People have previously radio communicated with the ISS. There was a whole thing at the start of the ISS with amateur radio thingy people. Yeah, drink. You're on pineapple rum. Leave me alone. I have a really big feeling that there's going to be a couple of people in the comments that are going to get really annoyed with me for drinking pineapple rum. But I don't care because I've got a hat. So, yeah. I think that should fill criteria 1. It's a photo. It's taken by someone not connected to NASA? Fucking hell. Not connected to NASA or any other government-run space agency. So, yeah. Now, what was point number 2? Earth from space. No, I'm not pulling you out from some weird hole this time. Oh, these jokes get fucking worse. More drink. Now, Earth from space is a fucking stupid one. Because no matter what was presented to you, you would go, nuh-uh, that's fake. Because otherwise you just present any of the original Apollo photos that show Earth. And you go, nuh-uh, because we didn't go to the moon. I could then present a Himawari 8 photo and you go, nuh-uh, that's not a real photo, it's a composite. Without understanding how it's a composite and what a composite means in modern day fucking scenario. Because otherwise, in which case, your fucking phone camera is a composite. So, yeah. But there was a point on that list that did take my fancy. And strangely enough, it was because of how fucking stupid it is. Hang on, if I put the list here. Put the list here. Maybe you could guess which point it is. Do 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 do. This is only actually going to be entertaining for the people on the live chat because they've got time to type in which one they think is the fucking stupidest point on there. And I actually think it's the pressure next to the vacuum. Because that's fucking stupid. With no barrier, obviously. Because space, okay, we'll take space here. Pressure, okay, not very fucking much of it. It isn't a perfect vacuum, but it's a very, 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 very low pressure system. And do you know what's next to it? Oh, shit, I've got to try and count how many veries are in my head now. A very, 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 very low pressure system. Hopefully I've done just one less vary on there. Because it's a gradient of pressure going up. This isn't really something that needs much evidence presented to it. Because people work up mountains. And they take oxygen with them. Football and rugby teams go on high altitude training camps because of the low oxygen environments, because there is less pressure up there. If you want to know why they do that, it's because the less oxygen makes their body produce more red blood cells. The more red blood cells means that when they're in a higher oxygen environment, they can transfer oxygen better around their bodies, which means they have better stamina and better... I don't need to get into that shit with you lot, because unlike the post, you're not fucking stupid. So, yay! Otherwise they wouldn't have posted this shit. Right. Let's actually look at a point we're going to present something for, because those 2 points is fucking moronic. I've just realised something. I haven't actually looked through any of the other posts and they could all be fucking moronic after this point. Shit. Okay, so I might not have thought this through on random places to put the camera. And I might have run out of ideas on where to put the camera. Now, I could pretend there's a customer, but we all know there is no customer. I could put it in the cellar. But then it'd just be weird, like, Dan, why'd you go to the fucking cellar? And at this point, I don't know. So, the rum has taken control. Yay, rum! But we'd better actually pull out a point. So, voiceover time, I suppose? Kovitch. Now, Kovitch is actually a relatively easy one. Not that you'll consider it actual evidence because you're a flat earther, and to consider anything I present as evidence would just be fucking fucked to your religious indoctrination, shall we say. Because all I actually have to do is go, mage. Ta-da! Yeah, it quite clearly shows curvature of the horizon with an external reference line on a minimal barrel distortion camera. So, yeah. There's your curvature. I'm not sure what else you want me to do with that one. On the plus side, though, the awesome, and I mean fucking awesome, Dead Kennedy in Space, also known as Dead Kennedy Aerospace on Twitter. Yeah, he's changed, new account. Awesome. Make sure you go and follow him because he is awesome. He couldn't find the exact dimensions of the Phobos probe, but he did something I didn't think to look at. He looked at the launch vehicle for it, and the maximum size could have been 13 foot. So whereas I said 15 to 20 foot as an estimate, no, we're looking closer to 13 foot as max. So even smaller than I sort of estimated in my head based on this photo, to be fair. So yeah, there you go. There's some more information for you. Not that by now you're actually paying any attention to this video.
Experiments proving axial rotation. Thanks, Bob.
Well, yeah. So, Bob, no Dell. I'm not sure what else you'd like with that one. If Bob's no good for you, you could go to physics.apps.org/article/V13/115, which would then be, unfortunately for you, real-time measurements of Earth spin and tilt. The fact it measures tilt, does that fill another point of yours? I'm not sure how the rules work with this. Do I actually have to address each point individually, or can I address multiple points in one article? Yeah. So this is not looking good for you being a flat earther forever. Or it's just looking good for you because you'll deny everything because you're a fucking moron. Oh, does calling you a fucking moron mean that I'm going to make you less likely to be a flat earther? Oh wait, I don't fucking care. You're a moron. The planet in space! Stop bullying my religious indoctrination! Now at this point my brain's going, it don't matter. And I'm like, why doesn't it matter? Because he's not going to believe you. I said, yeah, but I could pull up Astro Backyard from YouTube. Yeah, but he's still not going to believe that. I said, well, at least his followers might see it. So yeah, if I pulled up the Astro Backyard video where he's taking pictures of Mars from his back garden with a telescope, you're just going to say, yeah, but that's in the firmament. And then I just have to say to you, prove the fucking firmament exists. Show an experiment that proves that fucking exists. And you'll be like, no, you have to prove it doesn't. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. You're a fucking lost cause. Because that's, let's be fair, that's what this is all about. I will include a clip from Astro Backyard because why the fuck wouldn't I? Fucking photos of Mars? Fucking hell yes! And then we'll get on with the next point.
And actually put a camera that looks just like this one into the back of the telescope. And once it's in there, I can focus the camera with the little focuser knob here. And then actually I'll have to
The moon approaching the sun during an eclipse.
Now, to be fair, that hurt. That really fucking hurt. And what's worse, I just realised I'm at a fucking drink. Moon approaching the eclipse during... Moon approaching the eclipse? Moon approaching the sun during an eclipse. Now, we see things that refract light. If you have a really, really, really bright light in the sky, even with a really good earth shine, it's going to be blinded out by the sun. So, I'll have to be fair. There may be footage of it, but I can't offer it. There could be some good solar filters and things that are showing this shit. But, what I do have is the moon actually in front of the sun during an eclipse, which is shown here. So, I'll make sure it's on the screen for a while. Yeah, you can clearly see that's the face of the moon. You can recognise the normal sort of markings, things you would see on the moon. Now, yes, you didn't see it start to pass in front of the moon. But, okay, the picture can go away now. Isn't it on a flat earth it's the moon that does it anyway? I'm not sure how this is a point. Because if it's not the moon that causes an eclipse on a flat earth, is there a third random fucking body that does it? Is it your mum? Has she gone on a fucking flight? Is that why they're so rare? Because they have to make special planes? I don't fucking know. It could be my mum. Jesus Christ, her ass is huge. But, again, it's a stupid fucking point that you're trying to make. I'm lost and I need drink. And I miss space. Oh dear.
Telemetry data from the moon landings.
Now, we're gonna have to get a little bit technical here. What do you mean by telemetry data from the moon landings? Because, in the greatest respect, the telemetry data from the moon landings would be maybe their heartbeats, distance from the moon, landing velocity, shit like that, which has been recorded elsewhere. Now, a lot of the tapes that were recorded over weren't actually, get awkward, just telemetry data. They were the original recordings of the moon landings before they were scanned on a standard sort of camera. I say scanned, recorded on a standard sort of camera from a monitor for live broadcast. So the original recordings were of much higher quality. So is that what you're after? If you're just after a better recording, then there's Apollo 12, Apollo 14, Apollo 15, Apollo 16, Apollo 17. There's that. I'm not sure where you want to go from this one. If I did present you with original telemetry from the recordings, would that be the same in your context of giving you, say, a 5-inch floppy disk and saying, there's a game on that, go load it? 3.5-inch floppy disk? Would that be better for you? CD drive. Okay. You might still have a CD drive. I don't. I have one laptop, one desktop, another desktop running jukebox. None of them have a CD drive. For me, CD is gone. And I remember, Jesus Christ, it's going to make me sound old. But I'll go for a fag out this one, I won't care. The burning anxiety at the back of my head, like, do I get rid of my 3.5-inch floppy? When I went to install Windows 98, will my computer boot off it? Because my motherboard would not boot from a CD drive. So I had to physically install a CD drive off a 3.5-inch floppy before I could install Windows. technology changes at a horrendous speed nowadays, but you're asking for basic magnetic tapes that there are very few people that have got readers for nowadays. Very, very few. It'd be asking me to provide you with unicorn farts at this point. It really would. If you don't want to take the telemetry data from Apollo 12, God's sake, almost said 13, 12, 14, 15, 16, and 17, there's not much I can do for you. Now I've just looked at the next point, which is experiments proving gravity, or measuring gravity. I fucking don't care. Because I just realised we're also almost 18 minutes into this video. I don't like doing videos over 20 minutes, so it means it's wrap the fuck up time. Also, Skelly and Cavendish, that'll fucking do you for gravity. Not that it'll matter, because as we all know at this point, flat earthers don't give a fuck what evidence is presented to them. Sorry, I will rephrase that. 99.5% of all flat earthers will not give a fuck what evidence you present to them, because they don't give a fuck. They're not in it for anything else apart from, oh my god, thinking I'm insignificant, it hurts my fucking feelings. Flat Earth is just a general, shut the fuck up, you're stupid. That's the response you generally need with flat earthers, because they're fucking stupid. Now, I will post this to Theodore, fill the rest of his points. There's in about 3 or 4 left. But I guarantee, and I fucking guarantee, he will not watch this bit. If he did, he will put 1492 in the comments. And he will have an actual debunk for each of the points that I have raised. Which he will not. Because flat earthers do not like spoiling their fucking shit, because that's all flat earthers have. Right, I'm going to end this now because I want to smoke, because I didn't go for one after the last fucking cut. Also, just for fucking shits and giggles, like that. Now, I've been the Sarcastic Bomb, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you also to my members, patrons, everyone who makes these videos possible, even if it's just with a like or a share. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, give it a share. That's about it. Love you all lots. See you soon. Nostar.